And back here in Florida, the railroad fire at the Clay-Putnam County line is more than 4,100 acres, with flames continuing to pump smoke into the air.
Now, this map right here shows the wildfires along the First Coast that we're tracking right now, all spreading because of the extreme drought conditions. We're going to zoom in where you can see flames on your map located in Clay and Putnam counties.
Our Zach Wilcox is joining us live from Decoy Road, where the fire has impacted people since the weekend. And Zach, you just received an update from officials about this fire.
Yeah, Anthony, fortunately, they're at 55% contained. That's a lot more than the 0% contained they were when I was out here on Sunday. And we've watched a lot of activity at Decoy Baptist Church all throughout the day today. There's this plume of smoke going up overhead behind me here. And then we also saw 3 or 4 dozers just minutes ago pull out of the woods. They kind of appeared out of nowhere, went up the road a little bit and right back into the woods as they continue to carve on through those containment lines, trying to get this fire contained. And fortunately, we found out that no structures have been damaged at this point. None are imminently in danger, but the smoke, guys, the smoke has really been the story for these folks who are right around the Clay and Putnam County lines.
It was just horrible. The smoke, I couldn't even sit out on my porch. It was so bad.
Ann Perry lives on the opposite side of Highway 17 from the railroad fire, but even though she hasn't been close to the flames, she's had to deal with plenty of smoke.
I have asthma, and I had to stay in except for taking my dog out. I was inside.
Perry says she could breathe a little easier Wednesday, but a meteorologist with the National Weather Service says folks can expect it to get worse in the evenings.
The wind settles down at night, so that smoke is able to pool. So for our communities going over the next few nights, that smoke will continue to be most hazardous overnight into the early morning hours.
A representative from the Florida Forest Service says crews got the first 50% of the fire contained pretty quickly, but progress slowed a bit due to how the fire moved.
I mean, it's in a base swamp, so that makes it really difficult because getting heavy equipment into a swampy area, we're kind of letting it burn and letting it come to our containment lines.
Perry says she's not just worried about her home and her health, but all her friends who live around the Clay-Putnam County line.
I'm just hunkered in, you know, and so long as I stay on the phone with people, I'm okay.
And Ann mentioned she was venturing out to try and check on her daughter, so hopefully she was able to make her trek without running into any smoke. The Clay County Sheriff's Office did tell us that they don't have any road closures at this point or any mandatory evacuations at this point. However, they expect that smoke to really start to settle back down here as we get into the evening and into early morning hours, so they really need drivers to be careful as they're around this area. In Clay County, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News.